Hey mini enthusiasts, how you doing? I think I made a mistake. It stinks in here, but I didn't want to do the intro in the garage. I thought I'd do it somewhere different. So this week's update, they're coming thick and fast, so I really appreciate all the kind comments, suggestions and thumbs up you're giving this project, and I would encourage you, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. The videos are coming thick and fast, as you can see. So thanks for all the feedback on naming the project. There's been some fantastic ones there. I really like quite a few of them, and I couldn't really decide one individual one. So what I thought I'd do is put them all in one of these sort of name generators or prize draw generators and do it like that. But unfortunately, I've been overruled by the family and more importantly by the kids. So as I'm sure you can appreciate, these projects, the time I spend in the garage, I have to keep the buy-in of my wife and my kids as well. So they've decided to call it Project Sprout, which is I quite like actually. It's green, it's kind of catchy, it's memorable, and the reason they're saying they're going to call it Project Sprout is because it's green, because apparently sprouts take a long time to prepare, and because I'm going to have it ready by Christmas, like a sprout apparently. So I didn't have a deadline, but I do now. So I think it's useful to have a deadline, just to give you something to work to. So that's the deadline. I don't know whether it'll be completely finished by then, but I think by then I'd like to have it road legal and driving. So not quite fully 100% back to its former glory, but I would like to have all the mechanicals done, all the bodywork. Don't know whether I'll have it painted by then, but certainly road legal, MOT'd and able to drive on the road again, after sort of what, a 13-year layoff. I thought I'd just mention as well, the guy that I bought this car off watches these videos as well, so I'm really pleased about that, and he's been giving me some feedback which has been really useful. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think I'd love to catch up with some of my old cars. So he's watching the videos, gave me some feedback already. So the oil on the carpet, what actually happened there was he went to a big national motor factors, you probably know they are, got some oil and the cap was leaking. That leaked a load of oil in the car. They did pay to have the car valeted and the carpet's cleaned, but as you can see in the video in a minute, the carpet has like a membrane between the carpet and the underlay, or like the soundproofing underneath, and it's kind of water resistant, so obviously oil resistant as well. So once it's got underneath it, there's no real way of getting it all out without taking the carpets out, and it's made a right mess, you'll see what I mean. And the damp and the rust on the car, especially under the bonnet, it was in a garage, but the garage roof leaked, so I actually found some bits of kind of roofing in and around the engine bay, so that explains why it's a little bit damp underneath. So that's that. I'm going to stop waffling. This will be the last update on Project Sprout before the IMM. I might be able to squeeze another little one in on Vinny, just to let you know what I'm doing for IMM. So sit back, enjoy this week's video, and I will catch you after the IMM. Cheers. Right guys, sorry, I've been doing it again and doing bits off camera. So I've been trying to sort this clutch out. Let me show you what I found. So I thought there's no way in the world the clutch can be that tight. I mean, it's ridiculous. I actually bent the clutch pedal trying to push it down. So I cracked off the brake hose, or the clutch hose up there, and the master cylinder's free. And then what I did was disconnect the slave cylinder down here. Well, it seems like the slave cylinder is C-solid, it's not the clutch itself. So I don't know whether you'll be able to see this. See the clutch going down the bottom there? So that's absolutely great news. That means the clutch itself isn't seized. It's just the slave cylinder by the looks of it. Right, so everything happens for a reason. This doesn't look that old, this slave cylinder. It's got this nice braided hose on it. But what you'll see is the dust cover is split at the bottom. That has obviously let water inside. See if I can grab a light. Yeah, that's obviously let water inside, and that's just corroded that, so it's sea solid. So just need a new one of them. I did operate the clutch arm backwards and forwards a few times. It was a bit stiff to begin with, but it does move. And I've just checked the clutch releases by putting it in gear. I can lever the clutch arm and move the car. So that's fantastic. I'm well pleased. I've also got the... Remember I showed you the custom console. So I've actually kept hold of that. I was speaking to Will Murfitt, and he was saying that they go for good money nowadays. Now I wouldn't expect any money for this, it's just scrap really, but someone can take the shape off that and make one if they needed to, so I'll keep it for that purpose. Right, so I've made a decision on this carpet and floor mat, and the decision is there's just too much oil in that to get out. I've tried brake cleaner on it and it's thick. I mean, it's like crude oil now. It's probably been there for years. And that actual carpet weighs a ton, and I think it's just the weight of the oil in it. So the carpet itself is good. It's just where that oil's got into it. So I'm going to try just peeling off that bit, and then hopefully I can buy some of this sort of insulation, I don't know, from eBay, fabric shop, somewhere like that. I'll keep that as a pattern, and then I can just cut it out, put it on with some spray adhesive hopefully. This bit of the front, I mean, it's horrible, it really is. This bit of the front is foam. I'm gonna have to take that out as well. I mean, that's like super sticky. It's disgusting. I think with this bit I'll just cut that bit off there. It's just where it's down low.